how is it for you living from being and not doing, like referring to you being active? Like, um, some people will think that if I'm living from my state of being, does it mean that I'm passive? I'm just, how would that be?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, it sounds like a contradiction in a way when people start to speak about this and they say, you're being, you're simply being that rather than doing that. And often that is misinterpreted like you shouldn't be doing anything, you should just be being, just be the being, something. It's not that. It could be that you're very active. It could be that you're doing a lot of different things. Maybe you've got 2 or 3 jobs, 2 or 3 children, 2 or 3 lovers, I don't know, 2 or 3 of everything. You're very busy here, there and everywhere. But something can still be inside the being. When I'm saying it is not a doing, I'm trying to put across that this is not something that we can do personally. Like, now Paul is in the being, or now Christina is in the being. It's like the idea of Paul and the idea of Christina, they themselves they melt into the background. As you begin to give yourself more to that state of being, that state of deep silence, of deep rest, of simply feeling the presence, I am, the intuitive feeling, I am. The more you're able to be inside that feeling, I am, rather than I am Christina, I am Paul, and this is me, I'm a man, I'm a woman, all this stuff. Leave that, and just as much as you're able to, fully allow yourself to rest just simply in the sense, I am. And you will just begin to intuitively get a taste for what that means. It means to just, what it really means is to stop and be still. It means just for a minute to leave the mind alone. Because the mind is not going to stop and be still. The mantra of the mind is, what's next? What's next? The mind is always restless, like that. So just leave that a little bit and discover your deeper nature by just allowing yourself to rest in that sense of the pure I, or the sense I exist, I am. And just allow yourself to get a feeling for that. Immediately when you're in that state of being, that is the I am, immediately when your sense of self is resting there, then the flavour, the perfume, the vibration that comes out of that is silence, is deep peace, is deep stillness. It's a deep sense of ease. You don't feel like you have to plan anything. You don't feel like you have to walk around with a kind of set of ways that you're going to do things or behave. Or no, you have somehow given your existence to that sense of presence. And you are beginning to learn how it is to not only trust that, but to be a living expression of that. Because ultimately, these cannot just be empty words. Like, well, we're speaking about this. But ultimately, your vibration, your energy, your very expression must be in full alignment with this. Because there are many beings on this earth who have recognized the self, and they're not speaking at all. Just their resonance is just that of pure silence. And beings, they just like to be with them. They just come in and sit in with them, not even speaking anything. But the beings are coming to taste that presence which is also inside them. They are being with another who is resting in presence in order to be reminded of their own presence. They are using the outer teacher to discover the inner teacher. Because if this is going to be authentic and real, and if it is going to be impactful, then it has got to be that something inside begins to respond. So you're not just listening, you're not just hearing, but something inside is touched, and something inside begins to feel a resonance with the very energy of presence itself. And then when you are in the company of one who is resting in presence, something will begin to energetically open in you. And you will feel that on a much deeper level than mind. The mind will not understand it. The mind will actually talk you out of it and say, oh no, he's a guru, stay away from gurus, they're bad. Or, oh no, I can do this later when, at the moment I'm too busy, I do this later. I know what he's talking about. He's talking about just be here now. Okay, thank you, I got that. Now I'm going to go and be everywhere else but here now. So the mind will try to talk you out of it. But you have to come to the point where you discover that the mind is not your master. The mind is not a good master. It's a good servant. Servant is good. But as a master, it is not good. Because it will keep you restless. It will keep you moving. It will not give you any rest. It will keep you in the idea that you are not quite good enough yet. That you need to just improve and get better and work on things. And somehow the marketing companies, they know this, and they can very easily entice you, sell you things when you are a person, when you are mind. When you are mind, everyone can sell you something. When you are the being, people may come along and say, new course, wonderful new course, best course ever, secret teachings, all this. But when you have come to the place inside yourself where you have seen that there is a state of being arising against the background of awareness, and that is here, then nobody will sell you anything. You will say, thank you, enjoy. But you will not feel like the world can give you anything more than you already are, because you will know you are home. You will know that through your own energetic vibration of peace. And you will also know that by reading any mystical words from Sufism, from Zen, from Advaita, from Gnosticism, from all the mystical branches of these religions, and you'll see that there are many beings that have been here along the way. Since the beginning of time, people have been tracing this path, either through self-inquiry, either through diving into the question, who or what am I, or by fully surrendering, just giving everything to God. You must either surrender or inquire if truth is what you're looking for. If your disposition is somehow more to inquire, then follow that. If your disposition is more surrender, follow that. Both are good. Both are the same. They're coming to the same point, because both of them are taking out the false. They are taking out the false idea that we are just simply this body-mind, this egoic self. They are both removing that. And when that is removed, there is something in you that no being can take away. No one can teach you it. You cannot study this. You cannot learn about this. You can only discover you are it. And in the discovery that you are it, you let go of what you're not. Very simple. In fact, my own teacher, he says sometimes, truth is very simple, but the seeker of truth is very complex. Yeah. Truth itself, the state of being, the state of pure awareness self, completely simple, it's ever present, it's here now. It's here now. But the mind, the complexity of the personal self, this one is very tricky. It's very, very tricky. So you have to somehow move away from this one a little bit and begin to trust more the silence, to trust more the stillness than the noise, to trust more the space than the content, to begin to trust your deeper self like that. Then that is the path of authentic inquiry. As you begin to come inwards in yourself, as you begin to fully face yourself, many things may arise in you. Whatever has not been resolved for you, whatever has not been seen through for you, these things will arise for you. But you will overcome these things by staying true to the self. And every time you overcome something, every time something is taken out of you, again you are free, you are free. And you are coming to the point where somehow you are not holding on to more things, but it's just a letting go, a letting go, a letting go, just a letting go, letting go. Until something is, you're not holding on to anything, but you're somehow very happy. You're somehow at complete rest in yourself. You're somehow home.